Happy Sunday, y'all. It's Today we're going to talk about assumptions, and I read an awesome quote by a gentleman named Miguel Ruiz earlier, and it said, "If others tell us something, we make assumptions, and if they don't tell us something, we make assumptions to fulfill our need to know and to replace the need to communicate. Even if we hear something and we don't understand, we make assumptions about what it means, and then believe the assumptions." We make all sorts of assumptions because we don't have the courage to ask questions. And when we think about that, we think about ultimately how powerful that is. It's a true statement. You know, we say things and we do things based upon so many assumptions on a daily basis, from the moment we wake up until the moment we go to bed. In every interaction that we have, somebody says something, we don't understand it, we just assume that we'll be able to find the answer. You know, we assume that we understand them completely, or we just choose to assume that, hey, I don't need to ask, because if I don't do it right, they're going to be okay with it, and they're going to lead me, and they're going to teach me how to do it. But that's so incorrect, and it's so inefficient. Just imagine if, instead of just assuming, we took the opportunity to say, hey, I don't know, please tell me, help me understand, or repeat exactly what you're looking for. Just to make sure that you definitely understand what they are wanting out of whatever situation you're in. The communication would open, it would get larger, and it would be so much more effective. So I learned a huge lesson with this today in assuming. It's actually quite embarrassing, but it's one of those things. I was actually sickened, nauseous actually, after it happened. A friend of mine sent over a picture of her and her daughter. And I said, being a smartass that I am, I said, "Oh, beautiful. Mother-daughter options? Question mark." Just a total dummy mistake. And what I felt so nauseous about was I assumed that, her daughter was older, and definitely not. Her daughter turns out to be 13. So, needless to say, I felt, again, sickened when she told me that. I had apologized beforehand and said I'm sorry for that comment. I did know it was wrong, and I assumed that I could be a smartass and say something like that, but immediately I did it and felt terrible. So anyway, that's my story for the day. I assumed something that was way off board, and it definitely brought me to a point of feeling sickened and ill. So I hope that you can learn from that lesson, anybody, and again, just realize that it's not okay to assume. Ask a question. Everything's going to be better off because of it. And it's much more efficient and effective. So, happy Sunday. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Rockin' week, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you for listening. This is Jeff Corbett with Exist with Purpose Sustainable Communities. www.ewpsc.org. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful week.